very happy for Darius to have won the Conference Player of the Year for the third consecutive season is no small accomplishment. I think it speaks to who he is as a player, a person, what he's done to continue to develop and improve his game, and his role on our team has been admirable. So I can't say enough about him. As Bill Smith, our SID, was rolling off some of the previous three-time players of the year, a lot of those guys had socks with the logo on them, the Jerry West logo. So I hope that's in Darius' future. But I hope it's not for another 4 or 5.5 weeks. Also excited for Kyle Rode. Anytime you have an individual honor, it speaks to the accomplishment of the group and KR, although I think he's a first-team player. I think for others to recognize his value to our program certainly deserves an applause. And then Colin Porter, who, again, I'm biased because I see him every day. I think he's such a terrific player and person, and not many guys in the country I'd rather have leading our program from the point guard position than him. So I do think there's some other deserving candidates that unfortunately didn't win a particular individual award, but our identity is not based on award winning. Our identity is in who we are in Jesus and the pursuit of our faith and a better relationship with him and others. And we feel like it's a great opportunity to represent Liberty and be a part of this basketball family. So with that, any questions?
Speaking on Darius, and you mentioned the three-time Players of the Year, what does that say, the fact that for 3 years he was able to play at a level where Ralph Sampson did at UVA, David West did at Xavier, and a host of other guys have done it at various leagues, whether it's high major, mid-major, low major?
Yeah, I think it speaks volumes to, again, his ability and his impact on a team. Let me also say, I don't know how many under 6 foot guards there were on that list, but there couldn't have been many. He's just a rare player, and you guys heard me say it over and over again. His last season was winding down. If you haven't come in the building to watch and enjoy, you're missing out, because I think he's done some marvelous things on the floor for us. And I know really good things are headed his way when it comes to his professional aspirations.
And then for Colin to get on the all-freshman team, he jumped right in game one as a starter and started all 31 games to this point. And for him to do that on a team that had a lot of returners coming back, right? Darius, Kyle, Shiloh. For him to get honored for what he was able to do during the season, what does that speak about what he's done so far?
Yeah, Randy Bennett, the coach at St. Mary's, I played for his dad. He and I are really good friends. Actually was out there this summer and watched their team practice a little bit before they went to Australia, and he was telling me about a kid that he had recruited named Aiden Matheny, and before I got there. And then when I watched practice, I said, man, that dude's good. And I told Randy then, I said, I think we got one that's pretty good too. And I knew Colin would be really good. I didn't know he'd be as mature, developed, composed, poised as he is after however many games. He's just someone that I think has a uniqueness to his person, and all of our guys want to be around him. They want to be on his team. So he's been well prepared from his high school program. Jason Mays did a great job at Ashland Blazer, and even his AU program, EAB in Tennessee, was terrific for him. And Colin's a winner. He just has that. He's got that indescribable, tangible that I think makes others better. And man, to think we got him for another 3 years makes me pretty excited.
We focus a lot on what they do on the court, but from a student aspect, how proud are you of Kyle Rode being the second player in the program?
Yeah, I know it's redundant. One of the best, if not the best leaders I've ever been around. And I said it a couple of years ago when he was 20. The best thing I can say about him is he's present. And that's no small thing. Like, if Kyle Rhode's engaged in a conversation with you, he's locked into that conversation. He's not drifting off. He's not thinking about, he's thinking about you and how can he make your day or your life better. And I think his pursuit of excellence in every facet of his life is admirable. And I think it's a reflection of what our university is like. And he's as good a representative as we could have on our campus.
And the news also came out Sunday of your contract extension. I'm sure you've had, offers to go other places or pursuits to go other places, maybe Power 5, maybe for more money. What is it about Liberty that makes you, want to stay here?
Yeah, early in my career, I had a bunch of different jobs and all that, and I think when you look at the landscape of college basketball, there's a narrative out there to do this because they have this resource or do that because you have that access to the tournament. And I think the main reason for us is it feels like home. The university's made a commitment to our program to resource it in a way that we can be competitive, that we can recruit the right people. Sure, there's places that have more of this or more of that, but that doesn't necessarily make you happy. And we just love it here. Like I love the people. I love the opportunity that Liberty affords us to have the quality of life that we do. Because like when you're passionate about this coaching thing, a lot of that is related to the people you get to do life with. And I just can't think of a better locker room that you could be a part of than the one that we have. And it's built over the course of time. Like the neat thing about it is, I got guys from year one that call or come around, Coach, good luck in the tournament and on the extension, and I'm coming back in the summer. And we are in the process of building a really healthy family, and there's no place that I would rather do it than at Liberty.
Looking ahead to tonight's game here, I know you and your staff are probably going to be watching.
Maybe.
They both present unique challenges, especially on the offensive end. And from the games that you played against them earlier, what challenges did both teams present to you?
Yeah, we played Bellarmine more recently, so I'll speak to them first. Scott Davenport has a really good program. They pass the ball over 400-plus times a game. They beat us in our place last year, and we know that is a physical, tough basketball team that has a belief. And it'll take our best to win in advance if we're playing them. We have a lot of respect for them, as we do for North Florida. And I think it's as quietly as it's kept. They've won 6 of their last 8. The 2 they've lost have been one-possession games. That they could have won both of them. And they're as hot as anybody in the league, and they present so many problems because of Hendrickson. He was first team, wasn't he? Second? Wow. Hendrickson, Plosser, Hickman. They've got a lot of different, and then they'll combo zone you and wait to do it in the second half. So I just think it's tournament time. The one thing that is a little bit of a misnomer is you're not playing the bottom of the conference. Like in a normal year, if you're the 2 seed, you're playing 7 or 8, and they finished near the bottom. Well, 4 teams didn't make the tournament. So when in a 14-team league, like everybody's that's in postseason is pretty good. Like again, the 7 seed has won 6 of their last 8. So I think everybody in this tournament, regardless if you're playing at home or not, you better be ready to play because it's postseason.
And when you also, look back at the regular season, you guys finished 24-7, 15-3, co-regular season champs. The net is as high as it's ever been in school history at the end of the regular season. But the ASUN has always been a one-bid league. What's your message to the team been the last couple of days? What will it be tomorrow as you kind of prepare for these, hopefully, next 3 games?
Yeah, John, you know us well enough. what you do every day. You could probably sit up here and do this. But really, it's kind of been the consistency that we've, Henry Brera used to always tell our guys consistency is a superpower. And we've subscribed to that. And I think you'd be hard-pressed to find any guy in that locker room of ours to think we're going to come up with some different scheme or plan. So I think they've got a – look, the reason our net's 40 is because we had a really hard schedule. And we played some really good teams. And I think throughout the course of a 5-month season, we've been tested. And we've gone through some hard. I keep saying this, but on the other side of hard is usually what you want. So I hope it prepares us like we're used to at home winning games by whatever margin. And I was, at the time, not so happy, but once the game was over, really happy that the game with Queens was so back and forth. Same with Eastern Kentucky, because I think we need that. Anytime you get tested and are able to prevail, I think it's good for your program. And it allows you one more deposit that when it comes up again, you got a belief. And I think our group has a belief.